The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Nat King Cole sang the essence of Valentine's Day. For 30 years, I've witnessed that journey in a woman who for many years was the first face and voice you connected with here at Crossroads. It was Donna Jean Jarvis, who was our receptionist at 100 Huntley Street in Toronto. And Donna Jean, you're back on the job.
I am. I'm back at reception and helping out with guesting.
Kind of fun to be the guest when you're in charge of the
I had to guest the guest today.
This is such a treat.
Oh, it's a blessing to be here today.
I'm so happy that you can share your story that really started with a very distorted picture of love growing up for you.
Yes. My mother passed when I was 9, and my father, who was an alcoholic, tried to raise my brother and I. And but God had his hand on me. And, through my grandmother taking me to Sunday school, I learned about Jesus and the Bible.
Thank God for grandmothers.
Yes, thank God for that. And I received a little Bible in Sunday school, and I kept that at my bedside for years.
Now, not unlike many teenagers.
Yes.
You got into some other distractions in the high school years.
Yes, I started following the same path as my dad, drinking and partying. But you know, Moira, God had other plans for me. I graduated from high school and started my first job. And lo and behold, I met my friend Bob, who was one of my friends that I used to party with. But he was changed, Moira.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd seen him in a different behavior pattern.
Yes.
So you saw the transformation in his life.
Yes, and he had 2 other friends with him, and I started to notice the joy in their lives and the love that they had for one another, and I thought, you know what? I'd love to know that love. And it wasn't too long before they would share the gospel with me, and I said to him, well, I knew all about Jesus. And Bob said to me, but you're missing him by 18 inches.
18 inches.
Exactly. And so he continued to share the gospel, and then one night he led me in a simple prayer to ask Jesus into my heart to forgive me of my sins and make him Lord of my life.
So, just in case you haven't made the connection at home, the 18 inches from that head knowledge, believing in Jesus, to actually inviting him into your heart and life.
Exactly.
The love relationship began.
My first love. Jesus was my first love. And it was so transformational. The next morning I woke up with such a joy. Everything was new, and I was surprised. There was no more bitterness and anger towards my father. It was gone.
I love that you said you looked out the window that first new morning.
Exactly.
And the world looked different to you.
The flowers were brighter, the sky was brighter. I really sensed something had changed.
And you mentioned that animosity. Your heart clearly was renewed.
Oh, definitely renewed. I wasn't the same person. I went to bed one person and woke up in the other. And it began a 40-year journey.
Now, I just want to come back to your dad here, because that was a big part of the ongoing journey.
Yes.
God spoke something into your heart when you realized that animosity was gone.
He spoke to me and said, Donna Jean, all men aren't like your father. And that was so inspiring and so releasing that, oh, yes, And I started to meet people from the church and see couples, and, you have your grandfathers and your grandmothers and your aunts and uncles, and you see what a loving relationship was all about.
I'm sure that fueled your first serious prayer as a new Christian.
Yes, of course.
What did you ask God for?
Well, I asked God to please bring me a wonderful Christian man so that we could marry, have children, and have our home open to those that need to know the Lord.
Now, as Cheryl referred to earlier, we were all very much aware that Donna Jean would love to find that right man.
Absolutely.
You did not know it would be a 40-year wait
40 years.
for Prince Charming.
Yes, but it was worth the wait.
And we're going to see that.
Yes.
I think what we respect and enjoyed in you in that whole journey, well, you were Aunt DJ to my children.
Yes.
You would come and visit and bring the little magic bags of treats, and they'll never forget that. You had a very full and fulfilling life as a single woman.
I lacked no good thing. God was so great. I traveled, I sang with choirs. I went to many wonderful places and had a dream come true of being in community theater.
Yeah, we came to see you.
Yes, My Fair Lady.
1 or 2 performances.
Yes. So it was awesome, you know. But there was always that unanswered prayer.
And I have heard this before. In your 40s, you really had a crisis.
Yes. Yeah, you come to the end of your dreams of having children, and it hit me like a brick. But I wanted to concentrate on, even though God hadn't answered that prayer, I didn't want the sadness of that to overpower the joy of all the things I did have in my life. Good family and friends and travel and being involved with music. I lacked no good thing.
That's a scripture. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly.
Absolutely.
All right. When did you decide to be a little more proactive
Well,
in this waiting room?
in this waiting room, when I had I was coming up to a big birthday, my 60th. It was my 59th birthday, and I kind of said to the Lord, okay, you know, we're going to go to this new era together, you and I. 1 is a whole number.
All right.
And then I said, but Lord, could I please have a date for my 60th birthday? And shortly after that, some friends encouraged me to go online, to try online dating.
Were you a little hesitant about that?
I was a little hesitant. I was happy with my life. Did I really want to do it? And I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And I'm so glad I did.
Now, in fairness, there were some disappointments.
Yes, there were some. I had a couple of dates, and it certainly wasn't match made in heaven.
You quote Joel Osteen. I don't know if you were listening to the radio or where you got this, but he said, don't give up before the best comes.
Exactly.
That encouraged you.
It did, because I came home from one of my coffee dates, and I thought, no, I don't think so. And then I read that, and I thought, okay, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to hang in there. And
where did the light in the tunnel shine?
about 2 or 3 weeks later, I got a smile from Live, Love, and Laugh. And I opened his profile, and I thought, oh, I want to meet this man. And we started talking online, and we found that we had so much in common.
May 25th,
Yes.
2015, first date, 9
hours. Yes, 9 hours.
You talked for 9 hours.
We talked for 9 hours, and I tell you, Moira, we still talk to the wee hours. But we just felt as we went along that this definitely was God bringing us together. And so it's, you know, it's never too late to be happily ever after.
Well, I think we got it right here.
Yes.
It's never too late. I want to say on that wedding day, October 18th, 2014, the back doors, first of all, I've never seen a groom cry so much. And they were tears of gratitude. They were happening here today. This is a man who lives in the gratitude of the gift of you.
Yes.
And I know that feeling is mutual. But the back doors opened on that sanctuary, and I gasped, hopefully not too loudly. I just went, oh, she looks like a Disney princess. And you did. We have that wedding picture, one of them. Look at this couple. It's just the most beautiful story. Now, I found my Prince Charming at 35, and most young women are not encouraged to hear that.
Right.
And I'm sure there are some watching whose hearts are reaching. God's best came for you at 60. What do you say to those who are in that difficult waiting room?
Like Joel Osteen said, don't give up before the best comes. This is how God worked in my life. I just encourage them that, you know, God will work something in your life too, whatever you're hoping for.
And I think your story, your journey, amplifies the importance of finding that first love first and keeping him first, because he has a plan for your life.
Yes.
With or without that significant other.
Yes, and we're whole. 1 is a whole number. You want to be whole before God, if God should choose to answer that prayer for you.
I don't know how many years ago I gave you one of my favorite quotes by Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
Yes.
God's gifts put man's best dreams to shame. I think you kept that on your mirror.
I still have it on my fridge.
Still there.
It's still there.
And is it true?
It is true. you know, I couldn't have imagined that God would answer my prayer so perfectly for me. And we just have a wonderful life together, laughing and doing all those fun things that I never thought I would do, and that God sets the lonely in families of their own. And I have a wonderful mother-in-law and two loving sister-in-laws and two nieces and lots of aunts and uncles. So God is good.
Oh, we are rejoicing with you. I have a simple card here. It just says, God's love makes every day worth celebrating. And Donna Jean, you've lived it.
Yes.
You've proved it. And I just want to read this scripture from the Message translation, chapter 3 of Ephesians. I ask him that with both feet planted firmly on love, you'll be able to take in with all the followers of Jesus the extravagant dimensions of Christ's love. It's real. It's sustained both of us in both long waiting rooms.
Yes.
And he really is all you need today. If we can encourage you, our prayer lines are available, and we have many more stories we can share with you. And we'll be back. Stay with us on this Valentine's Day.